Well, hey kids, how's everybody out in YouTube land this evening, huh? You Miss Lily? Well, we've not been doing so great today, but I'll get into that in a minute here. Hey, I'm Co84. How you doing? I am really glad to see you here. You're first this evening, just for all those people that seem to be all upset about who's first and second. Oh man. Whoa. Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. I left the front hatch open. It's starting to rain. Whew, just in the nick of time, too. That was wild. Oh, man, it's been talking about raining all day. We had little drizzles earlier, but not much. And now the sky just opened up. Wow. Gotta clean my glasses. I can't see. Hold on a second, guys. Yes, it is. It is coming down right now. So, yes, dog, it's coming down. All right, let me see what I missed in the chat while all that was going on. Oh, come on, chat. Oh, darn. All right, give me a second here. Okay, I can get back as far as Armco. Okay, Ian, what's up, man? Hey, Smoking. Hey, Chip, how are you doing? Hey, Don. Yeah, well, in case you guys didn't just hear me, the rain is pouring down right now. So, yes, and the rains came and cleansed the earth. Yeah, huh? Good thing I'm already in my ark. Hey, Jared, ain't no plastic. What's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, man. Good evening, everyone. Already there, yeah. Yeah, the rains are here, and actually, I think let's see, the tide's coming up right now. So the seas are rising. Hey, Kim Banks, how you doing? I'm in D.C. and it's clear at the moment. Well, it's raining here. So, hey, Smoking, what's up? Peaceful, I'm smoking some short ribs. Oh, man, that sounds good. That sounds really good. I wish I was eating short ribs this evening. Oh, well, my time will come. Man, I got to clean off my table. I got everything wet in here. That rain came in the forward hatch and blew all the way around over to here where I'm sitting. So, do I have a rain gauge? No, I do not have a rain gauge, Kim. Well, that's not actually accurate. I do have a rain gauge of sorts. I usually measure, well, I don't measure, but I kind of look to see how much water collects in my dinghy. I had it dumped out yesterday for the rain that happened last night. We had about 2 inches of rain last night. And I dumped that out, and I don't know, I'll see in the morning how much rain we get again this evening. But today was actually weather-wise not too bad. The wind has been blowing all day today, 18 miles an hour most of the day. I think it's dropped down to about 15 a little bit ago, although it feels like the wind's picked back up a bit. The boat has been rocking and rolling all day long today. I had to get off the boat a little bit this morning. I didn't feel good last night. In fact, I still don't feel good. I got pretty sick last night, and I had to go to the grocery store and buy some Imodium and do laundry this morning. Probably a little TMI for you, but yeah. So I ended up having to go to shore, and that was kind of one of the things I wanted to touch base with you guys about. You know, when you're living alone on your sailboat, doesn't matter how you feel. Doesn't matter whether you feel good or feel bad. You know, I always like to be very upfront with everybody about the reality of life on board a sailboat. Well, when you're single-handing and you're sick, doesn't matter. You still have to take care of stuff on the boat. You know, you still have to check your lines, and you still have to do whatever's necessary on the boat to keep it safe and me and the dog safe. So I had to go to the grocery store today and get Imodium and some other items. I had to go to the hardware store. I had to go to the laundromat. It's just the nature of it. So even though I've been kind of feverish all day today and sickly, you just gotta dig in and do it anyway, whether you want to or not. So, and believe me, I didn't want to. I would have just been happy to lay in bed all day today. I felt that poorly, but too bad. You got to get up and get out and do what you got to do anyway. So anyhow, let me go back to the chat, but hold on a second. I'm going to switch over glasses. The glasses that I have on right now are not my highest magnification, and so it's hard for me to read the chat, especially with me not feeling great right now. So let me take those off and put these on. These are much higher magnification glasses. Let me go back and see what was in the chat here. Looked like I missed quite a bit. So did you drag the anchor yet? Just wondered. No, Chip, I'm on a mooring ball. Hey, forecasting 5 days of rain upstate New York. Yeah, we've actually, Peaceful Dawn, today was the only day in the 15-day forecast that wasn't calling for rain, where I'm at right now. So Woody says, Carl, I have got to say, I just watched your storm anchor video, and you rock it hard, dude. Keep up with the good work. Well, thank you, Woody. I appreciate that, man. Yep, and I got to clarify some stuff about that video. I'll do that here in just a moment. So, hey, Grandpa, what is your drink of choice tonight? Dark and stormy would be fitting. Actually, Kelly Banks, I'm not feeling very well, so I'm actually having a cola. I'm drinking a Pepsi. It's one of the things I picked up at the store today because my stomach's been kind of upset and rocking and rolling. And even though I really hate drinking this this crap, it does tend to make my stomach settle down and feel better. So I'm actually just drinking a cola on ice this evening. So hello everyone. One dark and stormy for me, please, barkeep. Yeah, that would be good, but I'm not feeling up for it, guys. Hey, doesn't Carl look thin? I've lost quite a bit of weight actually, Don. Still working on it. I'll take a double dark and stormy. Okay. Good to see you survived that storm. Yes, love sailing, not a problem. Wood beast, fever, chills. I don't have any cough. I don't have any sniffles. I actually have a bit of a infection of a tooth right there, and I think that infection in the tooth is what's making me feel poorly. I'm gonna ride it out tonight and see how I am tomorrow. If I'm not feeling better in the morning, there's a clinic over here I may go to and see if I can get some antibiotics or something. So, do you miss driving your SUV? No, not really at all. Yeah, no, not at all. I'm confused. Are you on a mooring ball? Are you on an anchor? I am on a mooring ball, Lester, and that's what I'm going to get to here in a moment, so you guys have a better understanding of the timeline. Now you are not confused. There you go. Sorry to hear you don't feel well today. Well, thank you, Felix. I appreciate it. All right, so I got up with the chat. Let me just go to the story about the video. What you guys failed to remember is you got to look at the dates that the video was uploaded. Okay, when I upload a video on my channel, I upload it to my Patreon people first. They get to watch it for about a week before I make it available to the general public. So the video of me in the storm and the aerial photo testing out my Rocta, I actually recorded that like a week and a half ago, and it just now got put up for you guys because it just came out of the Patreon stuff. So that's why it's the timeline is messed up. So I'm sorry if it confused a lot of you guys, but you have to understand that video was actually recorded like a week and a half ago. Okay, and that's, you notice a lot of the YouTube channels will do that. They'll record stuff, and a lot of them are way, way, way behind. But Take 7, you can join my Patreon account for as little as $4 a month. You actually go on, you pledge how much you're willing to pledge on a per video basis. I will only post 4, maybe 5 or 6 videos a month maximum, probably only 4. So if you do $1 per video, it's only going to be $4 a month to be a member of the Patreon account. Half the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, right? And that gets you a full month on my Patreon. So, not very expensive. Any news on Doug? Actually, Wood Beast, no. Doug was on the live stream last night, didn't give us much. I've got a message to him today, but I've not heard he's not responded to me. The last I heard is he was still in the emergency room. They haven't moved him to a private room yet. He was on IV, heavy dosage antibiotics, trying to get the inflammation down on his gallbladder. They wanted to reduce the inflammation of the gallbladder, and then they were possibly going to remove it. But I've not heard any update today at all. My buddy Steve was going to go visit him today. He actually offered for me to join him, but with me feeling poorly, the last thing I want to do is go to a hospital and get other people sick. So I decided to stay here on the boat. Plus, I had just gotten back to the boat from everything I had to run this morning. So, but no, to answer your question, I do not have an update today. Hopefully, Doug will jump on here and give us an update. So, yes, the new video was welcome. Nice video. Well, thank you, No Plastic. Hey, Chip. Hey, Kelly. What sort of videos do we see on Patreon that we don't see here, or is it just delayed? Stuck in BC, you will see there is some Patreon-only exclusive stuff, but you won't get that until after you've been a member of Patreon for 60 days. There's not a lot, but there is some Patreon-specific stuff. But you do also get to see all of my real videos a week earlier than they come out to the general public. Plus, there's some other perks and stuff involved with it. I look to my Patreon people as sort of my board of directors, if you will. I will oftentimes ask them questions, survey them, and get direction and guidance from those people. I consider them to be my sort of, well, you know, board of directors, if you will. So. Okay, hey Kelly, 108 in Arlington, gallbladder pain is bad. Yes, it is. Hello, Mr. Brook and everyone. Hello, Carol, how are you this evening? Hey, Kelly, thanks, what's up? Yes, Patreon. Yep, you can go to, there's a link in the description down below, guys. If you just go in the description down below, there's a link to my Patreon account as well as my PayPal, should you want to contribute to the cause. Shizzle my nizzle. Most chills, etc., or viral antibiotics won't help you. Ah, okay, good to know. Good to know, Shizzle. I agree, Stuck, good question. Okay. Is Doug diabetic? I don't think so, JF. No, I don't believe he's diabetic. No, he's got enough problems without being diabetic. He's on dialysis for a failed kidney as it is, and he just did some heart surgery not that long ago. So, what type of info is on Pattern? You mean Patreon? It's just more content like what we have on my regular channel. The full videos. In fact, guys, here's the deal. There's a lot of people that don't like sitting through all my live streams and they just want to watch my videos. If you just want to watch my videos, then join Patreon, and you know, you can just watch the videos on there. You don't even have to subscribe to my channel. Just become a member of Patreon. You'll only get the real videos. You won't get all the other stuff. So, just saying. Thank you, Carl. I'm patient. Okay. Patreon, okay. Are you wearing a bikini in any of those Patreon videos? Fortunately, no, Billy. Nope. What's the cause exactly? What's the cause of what, Lester? Can Patreon subscribers come on board? Actually, Stuck in BC, that is not something that I'm doing right now, but that is something that's going to be happening in the near future. So yeah, I'm going to look to my patron people as being able to join me on board the ship. However, it's going to be after I get a lot of the work done to the ship and make a bit more room on it. So none of us have gone blind yet. Evening, Carl. To donate for the cause, you could either join my Patreon or you could go to my PayPal account. Go to paypal.me/Carl Brook, or look it up under my email address, which is alaskacarl@gmail.com. In the description down below, there's a link there you can click on. That'll take you there. Actually, I think you have to kind of like copy and paste it or something to get there. I missed some days. I was wondering what is happening with your passenger that was supposed to come on board your boat. Ian, I don't really have a solid update on that. We're waiting to hear. She's trying to raise money so that she can afford to come stay. She's got a lot of other responsibilities, so she's just trying to work out the details. So she did talk about possibly being here for my birthday, so that's going to be like the first, second week of August, somewhere in there. So if she does come, that's when she would be coming. Okay, you do say you have a cause. Well, yes, my cause is me producing my YouTube channel and doing what I do here. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate that. There's a link to my PayPal. Sounds like a great opportunity. Okay. Are you selling for a charity or a cause? Okay, guys. I guess everybody kind of took that literally. It's just sort of a saying that I've always used. You know, if you want to contribute to the cause meaning me producing the channel, operating, doing my live stream, all of that. So, who's visiting again? A girl is going to join me. Hopefully, will be joining me on the boat. So, bottle of whiskey and pair of pliers and no more teeth problems. There you go. So the cause is for you. The cause is to help. Yeah, this is what I do for a living. Okay, for those of you that aren't aware, this is what I do for a living. I have a YouTube channel, and I'm supported by people who jump on and contribute to my PayPal or my Patreon or watch my videos on Google AdSense. That's how YouTubers make money. So yes, how that works. So. I look back through your videos. They're all videos of your head and shoulders. The hell? Well, okay. There's a lot on there besides just those, so go ahead. It's a wonderful cause and you're an inspiration. Well, thank you, Alicio. I appreciate that. Bring my truck and my website. Okay, yeah, I get that. Yep. The one who cut your hair. No, that was Douglas's daughter. I would go to jail having her. Well, I don't know, she's 23 or whatever, but no, that's Douglas's daughter. That's not the one. Okay, so Raul was deleted. Okay. When you say that it does sound a bit like a charity, could be misleading. Well, I don't mean to mislead. You know, when I say join, you know, for the cause, I assumed people understood that was supporting my channel. So, there's a video of him in camo shorts, skirt. Yeah, probably not a skirt. Shorts, yes. She's funny. Yes, she is. Hey, John Harris, how you doing? I love charities that have cause. Okay, well, Alicio, my cause is I'm trying to okay, what I'm trying to accomplish here, guys, is first, I'm living my dream of trying to live aboard on a sailboat. Two, I'm trying to support a lot of good organizations and groups, and I plan on trying to highlight them and do a lot of coverage of them. However, I'm just getting started, so people need to calm down. Yeah, well, Ray, we just kind of getting started here. That's probably why we only have 6 patrons. So, you ever fly a drone? Yes, I do, quite often. So, Captain Cruel, I do believe August 11th is the captain's birthday. That's correct, Steve. You're absolutely correct. August 11th. Friendly advice, make your buttons tougher to push. Yeah, Don, that's easier said than done. A kilt is a man's skirt. Well, there you go. I don't have any kilts. Carl is not a charity. Okay. Spot on, Don. Yep, I know, Steve. Working on it, guys. It's just not as easy just to say and do, you know. It takes a little bit of time, effort, and energy, so. Now I just shoved your Instagram under my real name. There you go, Akula. You do know that these people ask you this random stuff just to get you fired. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. I think Patreon will discourage those who can't afford monthly donations. Yep, only 2 years. Hopefully it'll pick up. Well, Ray, that's not accurate. I actually just bought my boat 2 months ago, so there you go. Hell with the drama. What topics for tonight? Well, Jared, what I was talking about tonight, and I was trying to make sure people understood, was the schedule. The video that I just put out today is something that was recorded a week and a half earlier and not today. The other stuff on the agenda is the update on the storm. My understanding is we ended up with top wind speeds of about 35 miles last night. It's been blowing about 18 miles an hour all day today. So not huge winds, but big enough that there's been whitecaps out on the bay all day today. Now, had I been feeling better, I would have dropped the mooring ball, gone out and dropped my hook and anchored back out. But I'm not feeling well today, so I said, screw it, I'm just staying here on the mooring ball. I will probably move tomorrow. Now, today probably would have been a better day for me to move because it wasn't raining earlier today. But it's going to be raining tomorrow. But if I'm feeling better, I'll just go ahead and move tomorrow in the rain and move back out onto Anchor and get out of here. But because it's only supposed to drop down to like under 15-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. Although there's still whitecaps blowing in the bay earlier, so that's kind of what we're dealing with. Okay, don't take you're just entertaining the trolls, I know. How long does the battery last on my drone? Not very long, about 15, 18 minutes is about all I get out of my drone. Okay, so he's gone. You did real good the other night. Don't feed the folks. Trying to, man. It's on your side, Lester. Refresh. You do have a drone. Yes, I have a DJI Phantom 4. Mostly know he's divorced. There you go. They do have a drone that flies and goes underwater too. No, I don't have one that does underwater. Hey, Chief Hasbin. How you doing, man? Glad to see you here. Yeah, Chief, I've been ill all day today. I'm not really sure what it is. I've had the chills, high fever, achy, had a bit of a mess last night, so I had to go to the stores and get some Imodium today and some cola to settle my gut, and I had to go do some laundry, so apparently my refrigeration just kicked in, so I vote for more drone footage. Well, there's more coming up in some upcoming videos. Loved your first boat. What happened to it? Ray, I sold, well, I don't know which boat you're referring to as my first boat. If you're talking about the one up in Alaska, that would have been my second boat, and I sold that up in Alaska. I vote for more drone footage. Yep. Is it a P3? It's a Phantom, DJI Phantom 4. It's the 4, not the 3. Illness is Bowling. I have no idea what that is, Randy. But no, that's not what it is. P4 professional. That's, yep. Where do we vote? I have no idea. Should be getting close to 30 minutes with the drone. Yeah, cool. My Phantom 4 doesn't get me anywhere near that. When I'm flying it, I'm usually, 15, 18 minutes or so, and I start getting low battery and I return it back. Although I can cover a lot. I mean, it's a fast drone. I can cover a big area in 15 to 18 minutes. So it's not bad in that regard at all. So are you going to be heading north? I will be heading northeast once I get my work done on the boat. So Storm Anchor drone video shows uploaded today, 22nd. I thought Patreon vids were just unlisted and changed to public, but show the real upload date. I don't know, Wine Lover. It should show the date of much earlier on it, but yeah, it went public today, but it was recorded a week and a half or so ago. My Mavic is close to 30 minutes. Yeah, the Mavics, I understand, do much better than the DJI in that regard. Carry on, Sally. You look a little flushed this evening, so I suspect that it's from the fever. Hydrate yourself. I am, Chief. That's why I'm drinking a cola. I really don't like drinking soda anymore, but I'm drinking a cola just to settle my gut. So Mavic Pro is a great drone. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Bobby over at Sailing Doodles, in his video that just came out, he wrecked the Mavic Pro. Or was that a Spark? No, he wrecked a Spark, I think, come to think of it. But yeah, I like my Mavic. My DJI Phantom 4 is the one I like. So I have the same drone. I get 17 minutes of flight time with the camera on board. Okay, Steve, so that's about what I get, 16, 17, 18 minutes. It depends on how fast I'm flying it, how far it's going, a lot of variables. So I missed last night as TMI, friend. Yes, yep, well, but that's life, that's reality on a sailboat. You got to be able to deal with that stuff. Shit happens. What will happen if you can't get your welding done in time? Well, then I'm going to have to wait. Love sailing. I'm going to have to wait. And that's kind of what one of the things I was going to touch base here on the story. I have all of my push pit pieces over in Doug's garage, and all the parts that need to be welded. We just got to wait for Doug to get healthy so we can get the welding done. It's just the way it's going to be. So it was unexpected that Doug would end up having to go to the hospital with gallbladder issues. So it is what it is. And the thing of it is, the welding needs to be done. Doug said himself, it won't take 15 minutes to do everything. But I just got to wait for Douglas to get back from the hospital so we can jump into it. So in the meantime, I'm just waiting. And really, we've got a whole bunch of rain this like next week or two. So I'm going to focus on interior jobs. I'm going to focus on working on the engine, getting the oil changed and the fuel filters and stuff done. I've already started taking apart some of the wiring. Some of the wiring on this boat is just ridiculous. I mean, there's just wires going everywhere that aren't connected to things. So, I mean, I put a new fuse in for the masthead light and it popped immediately because there's all these broken wires everywhere. So I've got a lot of wiring. I mean, I probably have 2 or 3 days of trying to sort out the electrical system on this boat because it's a disaster. Okay. Okay, I would be for Spite is good for upset stomach. Spite? Okay. Spark is smaller and cheaper drone. Yep. It was a Spark that he crashed. Okay. DJA says 5 minutes more than I can get. Huh. Iced tea is better than cola. Just remember the fresh oil is the life of an engine. Did you change your genset oil yet? Yes, David, I did. Take it to a welder if Doug cannot do it. Get through state flat ginger ale better. Okay, Doug is the only welder in New York. I have the Inspire 1 Pro and get about 13 to 14 minutes up with battery. Do you have another welder? Will you just stay in the winter? I'm not going to stay here for the winter, guys. That's ridiculous. Where's the rush? Exactly, Dave. There's no rush. Not sure if you saw, but Bobby's drone crashed. Unfortunately, I guess those things happen. Yeah, Chief, I just mentioned that. Okay. Hey, Christine. Iced tea is a diuretic and not good for you when you have, yep, that's kind of what I was thinking. How much does a P4 drone cost? I think they're like under $1,000 or thereabout. I don't know, you have to look it up. Didn't you say you have welded before? Yes, Felix, I am a competent welder. I'm just not going to go over to Doug's house and use his equipment without his permission. So if they do surgery, Doug will be out for 3 weeks plus. He very well might. Plenty of time you can get to work on all the other projects. Exactly, Wine Lover. I googled Doug's name, and I think his family started a GoFundMe page. Is he really sick? I don't know if Doug has a GoFundMe, but yes, Doug is really sick. He's on the transplant list for getting a new kidney, and now he has gallbladder issues and he has heart issues. So you could be there for another 6 to 8 weeks. Gallbladders take time. Well, if it's going to be what it's going to be, guys. My husband and I started a local charity in Texas. About 95% went to charity minus advertising and expenses. If you had a legitimate cause or charity, people tend to rally around you. Okay? One of those projects where someone didn't remove all wiring, just ran all new wires instead. No, I don't think so. I just think there's been a lot of hit and miss wiring stuff on here where they just didn't disconnect it properly and terminate it properly, and whoever wired this thing, I mean, it's just, you know, they took 2 wires, twisted them together and wrapped it with electrical tape and considered that a junction. You know, it's just it's scary actually for me now that I'm digging into my electrical system. I'm a little worried about it because, you know, that's a good fire risk here. So I'm really kind of glad that this rain's happening right now because that's going to be my focus the next few days. So taking it easy is fine. Also, he's doing exactly as planned. Is following the weather, and we'll head south when time is right. That's exactly right, Peaceful Dawn. Absolutely right. Hey, Brittany, how you doing, darling? Yeah, I'm not feeling great, Brittany. I've had some fever and chills and stuff today. You remind me of the weatherman that works for the Weather Channel that gives great play-by-play when a storm is coming. Great job, Grandpa. Maybe a job for you in the future. I don't know about that, Kelly. What the heck are you doing when the engine quits? What the heck are you going to do when the engine quits? Why is the engine going to quit? I don't know. What are you going to do when your car blows up? You know, a ridiculous question. The battery time on the drone will depend on the wind and other factors. Yes, it will, Ian. Absolutely. I can spell your name now. Okay. Mostly drones, a stickier, give him while he's in the Erie Canal at one of the towns. The sticker was given to him. Oh yeah, yeah. Payload for the drones impacts battery life. Usually, yes, it does. Water is the best to hydrate. Hello, Mr. Goodman. Carl, glad you are tracing the electrical stuff. Yes, I am. Do you have a rain gauge, Saul? We just discussed that a little bit ago. No, I don't have a rain gauge. I just look at how much water collects in my dinghy. So as long you make the boat show, that's all that matters. Yeah, and you know, that doesn't even matter. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, the only thing that matters to me is being able to move south when it gets cold. That's the only thing that really matters to me. Everything else is semantics and, you know, would be nice. I'd really like to get over to Woods Hole over in Massachusetts. I'd like to cover some of the lecture series that they have starting on, actually starts on the 28th. I'm not going to get there for the beginning of it, but hopefully I'll be able to cover some of that. So that's something I'm going to be working on. And right now I'm working on a video on the Adventure Scientist plastic study that went on. And I also have a video of me cutting the portholes and mounting the portholes in the back. So I've got 2 videos I'm going to work on. In fact, that's probably going to be what I'm going to do tomorrow, is work on those videos. Because if I still feel like crap tomorrow, I'm not going to try to dig in the electrical system. Although I have been isolating a lot of wires. I've been trying to cut stuff and put wire nuts on and isolate stuff so that we don't have any more shorts and stuff happening. Hello from Camden. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? Don't you just love them dummies that don't wire good? Oh, Dave, it's scary. Live chat setting. Yes, no plastic. I am in live chat setting. Thank you. I may have missed. Are you getting weather tonight? Yes, I am, Don. It is pouring rain outside as we speak, and the wind's blowing about 15, 18 miles an hour right now. I'll be at the boat show and want to meet you. Hey, Alicia, that's a plan. Let's do that. Could you get a press pass at Woods Hole? I don't know about that, Backwinded Jib. I was, when I'm ready to leave here and head that direction, because it's about a 4 or 5 day sail for me, about 4 or 5 days sailing to get there. When I'm ready to leave here, I figured I would contact them then and see if I can't work something out. They have a really nice dock right there at the back of the Woods Hole, so I was kind of hoping to be able to just go there and tie up to their dock. So. Are you an electrician? I have a associate's degree in electrical engineering, so yes. Did someone mention a charity? Do you raise money for plastic or water? I raise money to cover my expenses of operating my YouTube channel, dealing with things like plastic, ongoing science projects, citizen science projects. That's some of the stuff that I cover in my channel. There'll be more of that, obviously, once I get this mini refit done and get back on the road and get going again. No, I'm not seasick. This chat seems to be going quickly. It is, yep. What's Woods Hole? Wow. Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute, JF. I'll just let you Google it and look it up. Way too much stuff to go into here, but it's the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute. So do not use wire nuts on a boat. They are good for temporary repair only. Well, Steve, that's all I'm using them for right now. I'm just using them to isolate wires until I can trace the wires down and figure out what their job is or what they were supposed to be. That's all I'm using them for right now. So I'm not using them to make permanent connections. Definitely would love to see you down at the boat show and you doing a great video or 2 down there. Oh, Kelly, you know it. Absolutely. Hey, Gene, how you doing? If Doug is out with a gallbladder, you won't make Woods Hole. I don't know yet. Woods Hole is where the Titanic people are. Okay. Maybe better just start pulling new wire from the panel. Well, Dave, I'm probably going to end up doing a lot of that anyway, yes. With the rain coming down outside, do you stay nice and dry inside? Yeah, I'm perfectly fine here in the boat, Kelly. In a nutshell, it's costing a ton of money to move you by the sounds of it, not to criticize. Really? I don't know, my living expense budget's about $600 a month. I don't think you could live on that, Lester. How easily does one need to arrive in Annapolis to secure your anchor spot, and how far away do you need to stay? You know, very good questions, and I don't have a solid answer to that yet. There's a couple marinas literally right across the bay from where the boat show is going to transpire. I've already been in touch with them about getting a slip, so I may do that. Depends on time and fortune. You know, we'll have to make those decisions as we get closer. That's not until like the end of the first week of October, so we got plenty of time to work out those details. So get some heat shrink. Yes, absolutely, Mike. It would be interesting if you took water samples at Port Washington. I do take water samples here and analyze the content. Yep. What's more comfortable, your boat or cabin? Oh, Saul, without a doubt, the view on my boat's much better. Was my cabin more comfortable? Not in the wintertime. It was freezing cold. I'm afraid it will be like New York Harbor on the 4th. I don't know about that. I will say this much, that cold is making my gut feel better. I was only going to do a short live stream. I'm already on here 36 minutes, so it's nice that you can do all the handyman kind of stuff. I miss having a handyman around. Yeah, Carol, I've always been a DIY kind of person, so usually slips are booked well in advance. Yeah, top of the evening, Carl. I like storm video. Well, thanks, Alan. Best appreciate that. Is there a water taxi service in Annapolis? You know, Wine Lover, I don't believe so. Boat show anchorages and slips are usually booked by now. Facebook page I am on. People can't get any spots. Huh. Carlos Vendy family, you had a farm in Alaska. I did, yep. What did you farm in Alaska? Saul, I raised poultry, mostly hogs and poultry, and peonies. We raised peonies, pigs, chickens, turkeys, ducks, and geese. That was the bulk of what we did. And we made goat milk soaps. So, Annapolis is pricey, and surely the anchorage or slip rentals will be gone. Very well might be. What's the next closest option? Love sailing. Okay, love sailing. Yes, usually a year in advance. Got to be the cabin. No, actually, Lester, I much prefer living on my boat than in my cabin. So that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, I'm not overly worried about it, guys. I will work out the details with getting someplace in Annapolis, or I'll just simply drop the hook. So, flip rentals ain't what they used to be. Nope. Really, so I love Alaska. Wouldn't want to live there, but it's a nice place to visit. Carol, that's exactly correct. When you live up in Alaska and you go through 3 weeks where the temperature doesn't get above minus 30, you quickly start rethinking, and you're having to go out and shovel snow every day. And I mean, you know, where I was up in Alaska, it was nothing for me to have 5 feet of snow on the ground all winter long. We would get snow that would happen in October, and that same snow was still on the ground come April. It's not like everywhere else where, you know, you get a snow and then it warms up and the snow melts off. You get a snow and that doesn't happen up there. It starts snowing in October and that snow just stays on the ground. It doesn't dry out or evaporate or melt off until April. So, any word on the dinghy trade? Nothing concrete right now, no plastic. I prefer the warmer weather. I do too. Dave Swingle says, yuck. I'm not sure what Dave's referring to, but hi from River and Gibson. Hey, River and Gibson. How you guys doing tonight? I'm glad you guys are watching. French name Carol. Okay. French name, I guess. So, snow. Oh, yuck, snow. Yes, I agree. I suspect boat show lodging and anchoring is like the Super Bowl. Yeah, probably. The Annapolis Boat Show, guys, is the single largest boat show in the United States. It's the big one. It's the biggest boat show in the United States. So yeah, it's going to be a big deal. But there'll be plenty of places to anchor, you know, whatever. I will have something worked out by then. Carol is French. Carol, what kind of charity did you and your late husband have? Huh. Okay. So, I guess I'm all caught up with the chat. We've been doing this for 40 minutes. As I said, I'm not feeling great. 128 people watching and only 26 thumbs up. Come on, people, pound a thumbs up. I will say this much, a lot of the those who shall not be named aren't doing the thumbs down as much as they used to now that they can't see it, so. Lester, the name is from a TV show, okay. Carl, trust me, Annapolis is very elite. Well, not with me there, it won't be. I've been to the Annapolis Boat Show before, Woodbeast, and yeah, to be honest with you, I actually prefer the Miami Boat Show. It's a bit more down to earth, but the waterline is fine, Dave. Actually, I've given that a lot of strong consideration, especially now that I've been able. I swim. I go for a swim twice a day around the boat as my exercise program, and what I found is that my anti-fouling is above the waterline at both the stern and the bow. It's just not above the line, above the water midship, and that tells me that it wasn't painted correctly. Because the boat certainly hasn't sagged. They don't do that really, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. I think I'm just going to have to go ahead and repaint the line, but I got to make sure I get it, accurately put. So actually my water line is fine. I'm not sitting nearly as heavy in the water as what I had first expected or thought. I'm doing quite well with it. So, of course, with me losing weight, maybe I'm just raising up out of the water now. So, go to the South River to anchor in Annapolis. There you go, John. Ahoy, Carl from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Hey, Patriot Canadian, how you doing up there? I can't see the thumbs up. That's right, you can't. I live in Georgia now and in Maine during the summer most years. Oh, there you go. Hey, Carl, is Miami Boat Show not bigger? No, Slipstream, the Annapolis show they claim is the biggest show for turnout, number of people. The Miami show is still a very big show. It's just not as big as Annapolis. So, but I really like the Miami Boat Show. So, why would you do that? Why would I do what? Is Bob going to be there at the boat show? I've not heard anything about Bob being there, stuck in BC. I don't know. Yelp. Okay. Reverend Gibson would like to see Lily. Well, Lily's doing what Lily usually does. Where is she? There she is. She's asleep on the floor. Her favorite place to sleep is right there on the floor on my feet. Bob who? Bob from Sailing Doodles. No, you just have the boat way overloaded. Well, I do, but apparently not that overloaded because I still have anti-fouling above the waterline. So, hello from Brazil. How you doing? 130 watching now. You have a strong pimp hand. Okay. I can see the thumbs up and thumbs down button. Yes, there's the buttons. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, Steve. My car has a factory scribe line on it. My Cal has. Yeah, mine does too, Dave. But my factory line isn't right. It's just not right. It's what's that, concave or whatever, convex. I used to like the Chicago Boat Show. It used to be sailboats only, but that's changed. Yes, it has. I see them too, but they don't work. Okay, Annapolis Boat Shows produces the world's largest in-water boat shows. Yep. Do you get paid with more thumbs up? I've never done that. Frankly, love sailing. I don't know that it really matters one way or the other. More of an ego thing, I think, than anything else. But it's a good way for people to show the pleasure if they're interested in watching what I'm doing. So, already did. Thanks, Steve. I think Bob is trying to get there. Well, that would be cool. Bob's last video, he did mention that he would like to go to Annapolis Boat Show. Cool. And Mariner has a scribe line as well. Thanks, Carl. Carl is going your way, I think. Okay. Maybe you could go through your boat if you haven't touched it yet. In a month. You don't need it, and you could purge those items. Yeah, backwind to jib. I am somewhat doing that, but there are some items on my boat that I'm going to be needing down the road because I'll be changing location, and so, I don't want to purge those items. So, aren't they both a bit out of our league? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yes, anti-fouling above the water is painting screw up. Yep. Annapolis boat shows are hoity-toity and expensive. Good eye candy unless you've got a lot of money. Yep. You have EPIRB and a life raft, thinking offshore sailing. I do not have either of those, Ray. I do not have an EPIRB or a life raft. Our local charity provided animals that were neglected by their owners, and the shelters wouldn't keep them long enough for adoption. Okay. Why does it matter, and what difference does it make? Okay. Wonderful line to work with now. Yep. Yep, Steve Newby, message retracted. How many times a day do you have to take her ashore Dogs are a lot of work, needing all that exercise. Actually, mostly drones. She gets plenty of exercise just patrolling the boat. Well, you know, not right now with it raining, but and she does her business up on the bow. So she is very well acclimated to being a sailboat dog. If Bob goes to the boat show, do you think you guys will do a meetup together? Laura's nice. I'm sure if Bob is there and I'm there, we will hang out together. So I adopted a 3.5-year-old chocolate lab. Well, cool, Gene. And I caught up with the chat. Wow. It took 1.5 million year yachts for Fort Lauderdale show. They put us in the low rent area. Oh, I took a $1.5 million lot. Yeah. Yeah, 1.5 million at Annapolis is nothing. So last time I went to the Miami Boat Show, they had Rolls Royces and helicopters on the deck. Yep, they certainly do. Yeah, if you think that's a fancy one, you should go to the boat show that they have. Oh, where is it? In Europe. Oh, Christ. What's the little tiny country over in Europe that has all the casinos and stuff? They have a boat show. That's like the most risky. No, it's not France, Steve. It's, oh, I'm blocking now. Yes, Monte Carlo. The boat show in Monte Carlo, that's the, I mean, their $20 million boat is in the cheap seats, you know? That's really upscale stuff. That's crazy. Let's on to the boat show. Rolls Royce. Okay, Carol, that sounds great, Charity. Carl, looks like you had a good weekend. I'm feeling better. Good to be here. Hello, everyone. Hey, Steve Newby. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. I wish I was. I'm not feeling great today. Bob would take his dogs because they would be cooped up in the boat too much. Well, that's fine. France, Carl, Sandy Point State Park is not far from Annapolis. So there you go. Try Dubai. Yeah, there you go, Adam. There's another one. Dubai. There's a fancy one. Dubai does not count. Okay. Well, his first yacht at the Annapolis Boat Show right after 9/11 got it cheap. Oh, really? Huh? Do you have a rainfall monitor? Okay. I've answered that too many times already. No, it's Dubai now. That's where the dough is. Doobie. Gotta go to store, Carl. Email you or just text tonight. Okay, Brittany. Good deal. Please do. Would be a good idea to have some cards to give out to promote. Yeah, I need to print out some cards, Kelly. I really do. I need some boat cards. I'll have to go get something to eat early morning. Okay. Huh. Anyhow, kids, so there's really not much else to report from here on the boat. Pouring rain outside right now. The wind's blowing. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but the boat's rocking pretty good. I did not sleep with a dam last night. Not only was I sick with fever and all that, which I still have, but the boat rocking and rolling. I was three times I almost rolled out of bed last night. So I'm going to make the dog sleep on the outside of the bed. I'm sleeping on the inside. She sleeps on the inside, pushes me over the edge. I'm going to make her sleep over on the edge this time. No, probably not. Well, it's getting loud in here from the rain on the roof. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but Christine, single. There are yachts out there cheap by their standards, not ours. There you go. Christine's married. If you had to, absolutely worst case, stay there through the winter. Yeah, Felix, I'm not going to do that. It would be way too cold to spend the winter here. Here in Baltimore, we have the same storm right now. Oh, wow, okay. Try tater tot shepherd's pie. Okay. Any leaks? No, JF, I have no leaks on my boat. I did have one leak. The port light up behind the head had a small leak in it, but I was able to pull it apart and clean it out and put it back together again, and that sealed that up. So no, there's no leaks on the boat anywhere. I am tight and dry in here, so cannot hear it over my rain here. Okay. Well, it's raining pretty good. I don't know. I can't see that right now. And let me pull that back and show you guys. I don't know if you can see the rain running down the window. As you can see out the window, it's raining pretty good outside. So we can see the inside of the boat. Go rest, Carl. Yeah, Wood Beast, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Nah, the boat's a mess right now. The radar says you're getting a light pounding. Yeah. Yeah. You have a dry bilge. I do have a dry bilge. I hope you get feeling better than dealing with this pancreatic. Oh man, I hope you're feeling better too, Steve. I hear your rain now, just pouring there. Wait till the last day of the boat show to buy anything. It's like flea market bargaining. Yes, it is. Amazing that boat doesn't leak. Nope, not a bit, ma'am. Time for a beer. Oh, not me. Your lifelines aren't strung. No, Felix, they're not strung. That's what I'm waiting to get done. That's why I'm waiting for the welding so I can put the push pit on the back of my boat back up. The push pit's the stainless steel railing on the back of my boat. That's what I'm trying to get welded, and that's what the lifelines connect to. So you're right. My lifelines are not connected. Sounds like it's coming down pretty good. It is. Another storm is night we speak. Boring as all hell tonight, but they can't all be exciting. Good night. Oh, I'm sorry we bored you. Key West weather report 8 to 10 knots out of the south. Key sound. All right, cool. Hello, stop motion. You got to get that done. Yep, I got to get that done, but I have to wait on Douglas at this point. And you know, Douglas offered to do the welding for me. That's kind of what we agreed upon. I'm just going to wait and see what's going on with him schedule-wise. If it's going to be where he's going to be weeks before he's going to be able to do it, then I'm just going to simply ask him if I can use his welder, and I'll do it myself since he's got the welder. I just got to pick up some of the correct gas and some stainless steel wire, but we knew we had to do that anyway, so. Looks cooler with the lifelines down. Yeah, not very safe though. Probably are portable welders, but I don't have the budget for that, so. Genset covered in some way. No, David dear, the genset is outside in the rain right now. It's designed for exterior use, so. Well, you kept your bilges full of water to keep the floors cool. I do normally when it's hot, but it's not hot right now, so I pumped out my bilge. So my bilge is dry at the moment. It's only 78 degrees here on the boat, so it's not that hot. I'm not at a marina stuck in BC, so I don't know. Can you bring them to a welder and a machine? Yes, I probably could, Paul. Well, you guys bought the gas the other day. Well, actually, Doug bought gas, but he bought the incorrect gas. He bought the wrong mix. We need a little bit different mix for doing stainless steel than what he bought. He bought the regular, shielding gas that he uses all the time, which is fine for carbon steel. But for stainless steel, we need a little bit different argon mix. So, sold my boat yesterday. It hurt. Bottom is dropped out of the classic wooden boat market. Hey, Mike, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Doug already got the argon gas. Yes, but it's the wrong gas. I think he said only Doug can weld it. It needs some gas. Well, Shade Boat Services. Carl can weld it just as good as Doug. Yes, I can, Felix. But it's not my welder, so I'm not going to use Doug's tools without his permission and consent. So, do you fill them to keep the floor cool? I'm confused. I don't fill them. My bilge fills from the condensation from my refrigeration. That's how the water gets into the bilge. So. And actually at the moment there's a little bit of spilt wine down in my bilge from when a bottle of wine fell on the floor and broke. So that's the reason why I pumped it out, actually, was to get the wine off the boat. Argon. Oh, I didn't know Carl could weld. Yep. You're having trouble keeping track of all your lies, Carl. Goodbye, Randy. Sorry, but you're feeling bad mistakes come across as a bit testy with remarks and replies. Well, I'm sorry. Carl being grilled, cut him a break. Yep. Yep. They're gone. That was rude, yep. But on the upside, I have the opportunity to get an offshore rated trailer. Oh, there you go, Mike Smith. That's cool. What is a bilge? I don't know. Oh, bilge. Bilge. B-I-L-G-E, Carolyn. That's a part of the boat, down the very bottom of the boat, that's there so that if you have leaks or if water accumulates, it accumulates down in the bilge. And then, you know, I have a pump that I can pump the water out of the bilge. So, that was Rudy Randy. Are you going to sell your excursion? Already did. Randy, same media, it hasn't changed. Yep. Yep, Adaford Excursion, sold that to buy the boat, guys. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. We're almost at the end of the hour anyway. Shameless plug time. If you have a YouTube channel, go ahead and give yourself a shout out. Try to pick up some subscribers, and not just a YouTube channel. Like Maui Lay's got an Instagram channel. You know, if you've got some social media contact, you want to build that up, then go ahead and give yourself a shout out right now and promote yourself. A shameless plug. Why is it every time I bring that up, the chat just stops? Nobody ever does those. So maybe I should stop doing them. There you go. Sailing Slipstream. He's got a YouTube channel. Hope you feel better. Have a good night. Good night, Steve. Take care, buddy. So, all right, kids. Well, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Be good. Be careful. Take good care of one another. If you would, please. If you want to donate to the cause, check in the description down below. There's a link to my Patreon and my PayPal accounts. And any donation to the cause is greatly appreciated. So, when I fix the weld on my pulpit, I simply use a stick welder with a special rod made for stainless, not any gas. They sell the stainless steel rods at Lowe's for $8. Yeah, I don't have a stick welder, David. Google Doug's GoFundMe page. I think he needs money. I'm sure he does. Finding Simon episode 1 is fun to watch. Cool. Thanks for the live stream. Hey, Kelly, thanks for watching, buddy. I appreciate you being here. I think the rude people are the reason I fear chats are so long now. Okay. I've heard that channel JF. Cool. YouTube. Good night, Carl. Feel better. Let's hook it up for Doug. There you go. And watch him. Okay. Well, good night, everybody.